beings. Welcome once again to another video of Love's Frequency. C3 here to share, to recite today's poems of forgiveness and facing shadows. A pair of poems. Before we begin, it occurred to me that as I go about my own inner shifting, and it creates the outer shifts, obviously, that I experience in my world, in my spectrum of reality, that the way I was going about reciting these poems, starting at the beginning process and unfolding as they poured through and taught me, reminded me, stirred the remembrance within me, that to continue with them entirely that way is a bit too limiting, structured. So to be fluid, to flow, to be like water, many are facing shadows right now, the dark side of the soul, if you will. It's coming up, it's being forced up, in a sense, by our higher selves, by our souls, beyond this form and identity that we play with while we're here. And so it occurred to me that reciting, there's so many poems that have poured through across the process of my own unfoldment, that many of them would be better shared in relevant, timely fashion rather than how I unfolded. I should just share how I'm guided to share. Hence, without further ado, forgiveness, followed by facing shadows. Forgiveness is a fickle thing. By that I mean the potential it brings. First there are the selfish souls, whom when forgiven forge forward for more. Then there are the compassionate too, whom when forgiven learn lessons from you. Both, you see, are part of the plan, as together we grow among this land. To carry a grudge burdens the soul, preventing only one from becoming whole. To forgive and let go of anything does not condone the actions that sting. Rather, it shows a lesson to learn, no matter the drama or lack of concern. If we wish to continue to grow, let go we must. This wisdom you know. For holding the anger or hate inside affects only you and your emotional tide. Learn from mistakes of others and own all the potential forgiveness has shown. Forgiveness by Love's Frequency. This is certainly not the easiest. We understand. I know it hurts. I've been hurt. I'm not even gonna lie, I've hurt. I've hurt others. We all have, in some way, shape, or form. Nobody's perfect. But that's just it. This is, as I said, this is about the experience. The good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the beautiful, the blissful, the love, the pain. All of it. All of it. It's a dualistic reality, and we're here to experience the infinite number of aspects that are available in sensory perception. So forgive, let go, because it only hurts you, it only holds you back from growing. the other person could care less in many cases whether you forgive them or whether you hate them. They're going to go on managing their own frequency, doing their own thing the way they feel like doing it. You, however, are responsible for your frequency. So forgiveness, I know it's not easy, but it's a part of growth. It's a part of expansion. So is facing shadows. To integrate fully all that we are, we must embrace the dark and bizarre, the deepest secrets of things disliked, about the present, past, or all we might have come to hide beneath the surface. Now is time to discern just how it served us. That is to say, our overall solar growth, as every event does carry with it a code. Codes, metaphors, or whatever comes to, so that our inner truth radiates through. Just like yin and yang represent balance, dark and light integrate in heart's chalice. This, of course, only if source truth calls you, as any of the various paths we may choose are an equally beautiful divine experience. Balance, though, is a practice of temperance. So to face shadows, facing shadows by love's frequency. And definitions. No, not definitions. What am I saying? Definitions are a part that tie into the beliefs, that tie into what holds us back as a grudge, lack of forgiveness. Maybe that's why I said it. Perhaps it is now. So facing shadows, forgiving those shadow aspects of self, of others, of things that have happened to you. We can play victim. It's an easy choice. And again, like it says inside of there, it's not that forgiving condones. It just doesn't hold you back from expanding and reconnecting to your source essence, which is timeless, radiant, blissful, joyous, love, ever expanding. And that denial of shadow aspect and that grudge that we may hold are two very sizable pieces of what can cause much strife in our reality, in our experience. So to let them go, that's what we got to do if we want to move on. So, I think in many cases the poems speak for themselves. I think I'll find myself shortening what I say after them and just allow poems to do the delivering of said messages therein. So with that, until next time, precious soul one, be love, forgive, let go. Embrace the journey. All of the journey. Oh yeah, I love you.